Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and this is an Armor Wars video. We're taking this team and putting them to the limit, testing what they can do in different game modes besides World Boss Legend, because we've already sort of seen that with Hulkbuster and Iron Man. And although War Machine does add some stats there, I'm more interested in their production outside of World Boss Legend and World Boss Ultimate. So let's just take a quick peek at their stats before we send them into Dispatch and then PvP. So Iron Man is rocking an insane nearly 80,000 energy attack, 80,000 on top of 101,000 HP. Hulkbuster's at 120,000 HP, which is disgusting. And War Machine is at 86,000 HP with 57,000 physical attack. So yeah, yeah, this might be, these three characters with their stats might have the highest stat totals cumulatively of any trio of characters in this game. Let me just grab these rewards real quick here. We're going to jump into some Dispatch. Now, I've already tested them, spoiler alert, in Dispatch, but I want to show you guys and really give you an idea of whether or not this team can be viable or not. Keep in mind that the villain here is going to be a combat type, so he does have, you do have type advantage versus with Iron Man and War Machine versus Colossus. But let's go ahead and queue this up here. Really, the issue that this team has with Dispatch and why I would not recommend this team for Dispatch is basically just clear speed. There's not enough AoE, and there's not enough, I mean, believe it or not, there's not enough AoE. It looks really gorgeous. They look so cool when they're clearing, but just there's not enough AoE, and they get sort of bogged down on one group of minions. I really think Hulkbuster's damage is probably partially to blame. I think maybe if one of the characters had been universal, whatever, like you see a lot of gray numbers in addition to the white and the yellow, so I think that definitely matters. It looks really cool though. You see tons of explosions, and you see tons of blue lasers from Iron Man and red lasers from Hulkbuster. So in terms of the visuals, if your phone's not lagging, it's pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet indeed. Another thing to note, one thing to note is that they all have CTPs of energy here. So although they don't have, in my opinion, the optimal CTPs for Dispatch, the optimal CTP for Dispatch would be either a Greed, in my opinion, or a Rage. I think Rage would be the best one here. It's just going to give you increased damage, it's going to give you more boss damage, etc. Especially because the bosses at the end are just so stacked and heavy on the damage, the defenses, I mean, and the HP. So yeah, none of them have a Rage or a Greed, so I think that's probably hurting their clear time a little bit. But as you can see here, we're almost the halfway point, and they're not even at the boss just yet. In general, for these clear times, if you're going to want to make it, you're going to want at least the last 90 seconds to clear the boss, just because it might end up like it'll end up taking you 90 seconds in most cases. So you can see here the damage is in the thousands for Hulkbuster. You can see some of those numbers are just barely in the tens of thousands. I just saw 1,000 there. That kind of damage is just not acceptable for Dispatch. You just can't. It's definitely Hulkbuster who has the lowest damage here. And sure, he's being type disadvantaged, but yeah, he's getting dunked. Maybe transcended characters just don't do as well as tier 3s do. Perhaps there's a hidden penalty. There aren't that many transcended characters that we actually recommend for this game mode outside of someone like Valkyrie. There may be a couple of others, but like even really high damage characters like Moonstone, we would not recommend for this game mode because she has low AoE and things like that. So yeah, 45 seconds left. Unless we see a miracle of DPS here, they're just not going to have what it takes. And for those of you wondering whether this has to do with the team up or whether there's another issue involved, I also tried to test out just War Machine with different situations and different team ups, and I found similar results. So I tried White Fox with Cable and War Machine. White Fox obviously is meant to enhance their damage. They have the leadership tag. All defense down gets increased. And then, of course, Cable now benefits from War Machine's passive because he's a machine type now. So I tried that. But in my testing, if I just swapped out War Machine for Quicksilver, they ended up clearing it faster. So it seems to be that these characters are just not made for Dispatch rather than, you know, there being some sort of formula that I'm missing. So yeah, I would say that these characters, you know, because it's worth testing in different game modes, I would say that, you know, War Machine and Iron Man are good to great picks for World Boss Ultimate and World Boss Legend. Hulkbuster's probably not a good pick as a DPS for World Boss Ultimate and World Boss Legend. He's obviously a great support character, especially if you love using the Technokinetics, because he's going to give all allies 35% all attack, which is the highest, diverse leadership that we have. It's not the highest single leadership, but in terms of applying to all allies and applying all attack, it's as good as Cyclops' leadership. So that's a big deal. And then, of course, the 35% HP to Technokinetic is super helpful, but he's definitely more of a leadership / support for World Boss Ultimate and World Boss Legend rather than a main DPS. So then when it comes to other PvE game modes, obviously they're all going to be good to an extent in Shadowland. It really depends more on your cards. I don't think they're going to be very good for Dispatch, which is important because people are still trying to climb to 10-5, and there are quite a few missions that require you to use Technokinetic allies. There's at least 2, and so it does it is worthwhile to test this out, because you can see here the list of Technokinetics is not that big. They added Cable, which is huge, so Cable is probably the one you're going to want to focus on if you're stuck on any of those Technokinetic ally missions, because Cable pairs really well with White Fox. He has high all defense down and has high burst damage, high AoE, but I don't think that these 3 metalheads are going to do that for you. However, we have the discount going on right now, so I'm actually really excited to see what these guys can do. The unequipped discount is here, so it only cost me 300 crystals to get back my CTP of energy, which is good because I only had 3 left. And we're going to slap on a regen for my boy. Here we go. We have a really nice regen for him. Let's see what his HP jumps to now. 135,000. And these Uru are terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to test out how he does in PvP. I've heard some rumors. I've heard some whispers that he's actually pretty dang good for PvP. I'm actually curious if War Machine is good for PvP as well. So we're going to also unequip his CTP of energy. War Machine's good. I might give his energy back, to be honest with you, but I am more curious at this point whether this works. I have a few of these regens, so let's see. And he jumps up to 97,000 HP. Okay, his Uru's a little bit better, but still could use some work there. We're gonna leave Iron Man without anything. I'm not gonna give him a PvP build, obviously, is what I'm trying to say. But let's just see here. You know what? I'm not even sure if Iron Man's a good third character for this team. If I put Destroyer on here, he gets what is that? 65% HP? Yeah. So how much HP does he have? 84,000 HP. Could you imagine? And then 30% energy defense? I thought it was 60% energy defense. 30% energy defense is terrible. All right. All right. Enough talking. I'm gonna jump into some content, and we'll see. Maybe we'll put Nimrod here because he can give me that debuff lead, and he is gonna have now 100,000 HP, and he already has a PvP build. So you know what? Oh, we should try with Rescue actually. Oh, that's what we should do. We should try with... I totally forgot about Rescue. Rescue's a character. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using Rescue. Yes. So sorry, this is an Armor Wars video. I don't know why I'm bringing Nimrod into this one. Okay, Rescue. What's her HP, though? 54,000? Okay, what happens when I put Rescue here? 77,000. I don't know if she has the juice. All right, whatever. It's only 300 crystals. Let's find out if she has the juice. 85,000 HP. Man, these Urus are so bad. Okay, listen, I've been behind on my Uru, on my Uru game. I've been combining Uru rather than equipping Uru. So, okay, we're going to look for a team that doesn't have Dr. Doom. That's really the big deal here. We don't want a Dr. Doom team. We also preferably don't want a double. Okay, we don't want a double support team. I don't know if this is going to work, right? I have no idea, but let's see. Let's see how Rescue does here. She gets stunned. Nice. She gets one-shotted. Okay, perfect. Okay, how much HP does he have? 26,000. Okay, 260,000. He kills himself instantly. Excellent. All right, War Machine. All right, I'm going to get solo. I got soloed. I got soloed by Silver Surfer. Excellent. Okay. All right. Okay, that first match wasn't too hot. All right, that wasn't too spicy. Maybe we need a debuff lead. It's possible. Okay, what the heck is that? All right, that's a perfect team for me. This guy's got some jankiness. Let's try to take advantage of the jank. All right, so Rescue gets absolutely dunked in 5 seconds. War Machine, Hulkbuster, excuse me. Third skill. Oh, the third skill seems nice. He just wiped out Sentry. This is what I've heard. This is what I've heard, that he actually counters Sentry really nicely. Especially because of the third, he pops the third skill constantly. Oh, he's getting bodied. He got, what happened there? He never really reflected the magic. Bro, they're getting dunked. They're getting dunked. War Machine got clapped in 1 second. Listen, I know you guys are gonna laugh because of the Uru, but the Uru is definitely not. It's not like I'm gonna win these matches. I mean, maybe Hulkbuster. Okay, in Hulkbuster's case, maybe I would have stood a better chance with the Uru set up properly. But in the case of War Machine, got killed with 1 skill. I'm actually shocked at how weak War Machine was there. I'm scared. I'm very scared to use to fight against the Dr. Doom team. But there's no supports here, and Molecule Man's leadership doesn't matter. Actually, the chain hit matters, but let's see. Let's see if Hulkbuster can take down. Oh, I'm getting stunned like crazy. Oh yeah, you need the debuff for sure. Nah, you need the debuff. Okay, we're not gonna be able to do a full. I mean, he's tanking. No. Yeah, dying to Molecule Man there is pretty sad. Oh, War Machine doesn't have any iframe ignore. His 4th skill is really long. I think War Machine is good against characters that don't have their own iframe ignore, because his 4th skill iframe is so long. So Molecule Man doesn't have iframe ignore either. So it's funny that when they're sort of together, it's like a battle of the dorks, where as soon as one of them goes into the iframe, the other one just stands there. But yeah, okay. 3 losses in a row is not really my cup of tea. I'm a little bit competitive. I don't like seeing that much red in my ledger. So I think the full Armor Wars team is probably not going to work. So what we'll go ahead and do is just slot in Wasp here for the debuff lead. I think Rescue is probably not going to be doing much for me at this point. Maybe she's better in Alliance Conquest. Who knows? But I don't really care about Alliance Conquest. So here. All right, we're going to face this guy again. Like, again, the really cool thing about this team, there's no universals, right? So you completely negate the value of Ebony, which is really cool, obviously. And then in this case, his tier 2 vision is not doing anything. So all I have to do is kill Sentry, and this fight's basically over. And there we go. He gets the first kill again. Can he get the second kill? Okay, he does the 3rd skill, but he doesn't counter attack. Okay, he tries to go into 5. He gets interrupted. He does auto attack. He does the 4. He does the 3. He gets the counter attack gets interrupted by the mighty regen. He does the 5. He gets the 5 off, and he kills Sentry. All right, yeah, vision, we should make short work. Now we have type disadvantage here, but he pops the 3rd skill, but nothing. No counter on the 3rd skill. Okay, he pops the 5, and he gets it done! Hulkbuster. Wow, he's the one, eh? Hulkbuster's the one, eh? out of these Armor War goons, Hulkbuster's the one. Very interesting. Okay, I don't want to keep fighting the same people. I feel like he's going to struggle a lot against Silver Surfer because he doesn't have iframes. Yeah, there's not a lot of, as you can see, there isn't a lot of selection here. The number of teams and the uniqueness of teams, the variety of team ups is very minuscule. Okay, we'll try a double support team. This is basically not a double support team, however. This is just a single support team because, again, because we're not using any universals, we're completely ignoring the value that Ebony brings as a support. So it's just Sentry with the Colossus buff. However, we don't revive, so we need to... Wow, that was really good. We need to be able to kill him before he kills us. Yeah, the 5th skill hurts a lot. He does it again! Yo, he's got that double hand repulsor blast. That double repulsor blast is so savage. Wow. Very cool. The thing that I'm a little bit hesitant about, because this is turning into a Hulkbuster showcase, the thing that I'm kind of hesitant about is if Hulkbuster's doing all the work, right? I haven't seen War Machine kill anyone, correct? So if that's the case, then am I better off not having War Machine on the team at all? So the 23, the all defense is actually good, right? I could swap War Machine over to give a little bit more attack to Hulkbuster, and we could see War Machine at the beginning. But War Machine has long cooldown, so I don't think he's gonna be good in the leadership slot. And we do lose the 18% all defense, which is something. And we're only gaining 7% all attack, which is really not that big of a deal. But if you were gonna just focus on Hulkbuster, which honestly might be the way to go, would it then be better to use Colossus as the third, and then Sentry as your first, or whichever debuff lead Dr. Doom that you were going to use? Because obviously you don't want to use Wasp. She's pretty weak. I'm just using Wasp because I don't want Sentry to end up dying to my Sentry or what have you. So when his fifth skill gets interrupted, it's pretty bad. His third skill is wow, but he gets it done. Yeah, wow. Okay, let's see. He tries the fifth skill, he gets it off. Third skill gets interrupted. Fourth skill dodges. Fifth skill gets it off again. Oh, boom! Sentry was trying to hide with the fourth, but it didn't work. Nope. He pops the counter, but it didn't get countered. Hits the 5, starts to guard break. Look at the guard break. Look at the guard break. Completely locks him down. Fourth skill, third skill, fifth skill again. He's completely locked down. Nothing he can do except watch his HP expire. And then the reflective Colossus, of course. Oh, no problem. It seems like it's mostly energy. That was weird. I wasn't taking much reflect. If any, does he have reflect reduction? But wow, it seems like for Sentry double support teams, he can do it. Wow. Let me try this team here. It's a low number of points, but I want to see how he does versus a Silver Surfer team. And I also want to see if I can kill Silver Surfer, how he does against Hulk. It should be very, I would love, oh man. Okay, I might try to, okay, if he can solo Sentry. Okay, yeah, nice, okay. If he can kill Sentry, I might control him during the fight against Silver Surfer so I can see him fight against Hulk. All right, okay, hang on. We don't want to die to some cheesy reflect here. All right, I'm not doing the greatest job. He doesn't have any iframes. Your boy doesn't have any iframes. You know who has iframes? War Machine. That was my fault, but seriously, he doesn't have any iframes. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I think Silver Surfer just crushes these characters because they don't have any iframes. Hulkbuster has like what, 1 iframe? Damn it! I really wanted to see Hulk versus Hulkbuster. Dang it! I like these early teams before you refresh too much. You get to see so much variety, and then it's just like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Okay, last one here. We're gonna get a little crazy. We're gonna see a double support team with. I think this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a savage beatdown. I think we're gonna get dunked. But I want to see if he can at least kill Dr. Doom maybe once. I don't know. Oh my gosh, poor Hulkbuster is gonna log in. Oh no, the fifth skill's not active. So the third skill counter doesn't seem to be. Oh, he's got a brilliant authority. Oh god. No, not a. Okay, whatever. He had a mighty or a brilliant authority. All right, whatever. When you see the two damage, that's because the damage reduction popped off. So yeah, not very impressed with the Armor Wars team outside of World Boss Legend and World Boss Ultimate as a group. I'm talking about these 3. I don't know where Tony is, but yeah, not too impressed with them outside of World Boss Ultimate and World Boss Legend for most of their content, besides Alliance Conquest because I don't test that. But Hulkbuster might be a very interesting case study for some PvP action in the future. Don't think War Machine has much value at all. He's getting one-tapped. Like, his defenses are just way too low. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's getting one-tapped. Him getting one-tapped by Sentry's second skill was honestly the thing. Maybe he needs an authority instead of a regen. I just thought because of all that HP, the regen would be better. And he's almost at 100,000, which I think is pretty high, but he's getting completely clobbered. Like, look, he almost has as much HP. On this team, he has almost as much HP as Dr. Doom, but he gets one-tapped. Think about that. So yeah, basically a Hulkbuster showcase. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the Armor Wars showcase. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.